Hi, it's Caleb.
And I'm Tori.
And welcome to our podcast, Uncork and Listen. If this is your first time listening, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If you do enjoy this podcast, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or on Spotify, whatever platform you're listening on. Also, go ahead and follow us on our Instagram. Just search Uncork and Listen. We'll be there.
So today we are going to open a bottle of Apothic White. That's the brand. And this bottle specifically does not have a specific name. Like, it's not a Pinot Grigio,
right?
So on. It's literally called Winemaker's Blend. It says vibrant and refreshing. So we don't really know what this one is going to be like, but we're going to open it and just see what it's like.
There we go.
So let's do a cheers and let's taste it. That's interesting.
It is crisp. Can I say that?
Do
you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say that it is a little bit on the sweet side.
It is.
But it's not too sweet, because I'm not a big sweet wine person.
Yeah, we've talked about that, actually. I'm not either. Can I actually see what the alcohol percentage is in this?
Sure, go ahead.
Because wow, okay.
So it's not like tart. Like,
it's not.
You know, like, we are big Sauvignon Blanc fans. Sauvignon Blanc. Which is like very citrusy, like green apple-y. I'm not getting that from this at all.
Yeah,
it's almost like a sweeter, like maybe a pear. Like a sweeter fruit. Okay. Not sharp. It's very smooth. I can taste pear,
actually. It was like the Josh one that we had.
I'm honestly, from this, I'm thinking maybe a pear and maybe even floral. Yeah. Potentially. Are you getting like floral vibes from this one?
I am. Well, honestly, can I just say this? When we took the sip, I've never had this wine. You and I both have not had this wine before.
It tastes like flowers.
But I'm going to say this. Like, when I was getting ready to take a sip, there was a strong smell. Yeah. Excuse me. There was a very strong smell.
It definitely is very...
But I don't know what that smell is, really. It's...
Yeah. Would you like me... Do you want me just to read off the bottle? Like how it... Yeah. It says, Apothic White is a refreshing blend with bright floral notes.
Girl.
I was right.
I swear to God, you're always accurate on this.
Yeah, so it has bright floral notes with vibrant characteristics of peach and apricot.
Oh,
interesting.
I see the apricot. Yeah. I taste that. And can I tell you this too? I hate apricots, like apricots, however the hell you pronounce it.
I don't really eat fresh apricots that much, but I do. Have you had dried ones?
Yes.
I like
see, I don't like
really
any form of an apricot.
That's a shame. I like them.
Don't like it.
Do you want me to... There's like just a little bit left. Yep. So after it says that it has characteristics of peach and apricot, it says it leads to a crisp, balanced finish.
That's what I was saying. I could definitely tell see that it was very like crisp not at the end. I could just tell it was. I don't know.
Yeah. So I've been thinking recently, and me and Caleb have talked about this.
We have
a few times. We haven't really gone in depth about this.
I don't even
topic.
think you know.
No, I don't know what you would say.
Right.
No, I really don't.
We wanted to save this for the episode.
Yeah, we wanted to save it. But a pretty interesting topic that we have briefly discussed a few times is if you could travel to any decade in history.
You would have to time travel, honey.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you could. if you could time travel, if you had a DeLorean, you know.
A DeLorean. Okay.
Back to the Future.
Yes, of course.
If you had that ability, what?
27 gigawatts.
27
gigawatts. Anyway, sorry.
If you could go to any decade in history, what would it be?
I'm going to let you actually say yours first, because I feel like you've thought about this a lot more than I have. I might need a second to think, quite frankly.
I definitely have given this a lot of thought.
I knew you did, girl.
But I have to say, even though that I have given it a lot of thought, I'm not 100% sold on what decade I would go to because I like all of it.
Yeah.
I like history.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would happily go to any decade and see what it's like. But after like seriously thinking about it, I feel like I would maybe say the 50s.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's like a sweet spot. It's like after World War II. It's after the wars.
Things have come
like,
down a little. Well, not
at least when it comes to America. Right. We are in the U.S. So I'm sure other people in different countries might have different answers. But as far as the U.S. is concerned, you know, the 50s, it's after World War II. Right. The U.S. was booming. We had all the, like, you know, everything was being produced here. Oh, like all the cars, all
major
the
appliances.
Houses, the appliances, yes. Like that
stuff is just so cool to me.
Was a pretty good time for the US because we were actually being innovative and creating our own stuff. Whereas like these days, a lot of stuff is imported. Not the case, honey. Like, even when it comes to appliances, like, we are not thinking outside of the box.
Definitely not. No.
Because I have seen commercials from, from, like, the 50s where they had some pretty amazing fridges. Can I just say?
Yes!
Where they had, like it would fold
the engineering
out, and you could pull it out of the fridge.
I have seen this stuff. It is fascinating.
Like, just look at it. Like, literally, I recommend, if nobody has seen this, literally go to YouTube and look up like 1950s appliance commercials.
Major appliances.
And just see what they show you because it's actually pretty amazing.
I think I've actually told you this maybe, but I have a friend that their whole entire kitchen is like 1950s, 60s. It's that era.
They got
their whole entire kitchen. Yes, their whole entire kitchen, like their fridge, their oven, like everything. How? Except for like probably like a dishwasher. I don't even know if there was a dishwasher back then. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It cost a buttload of money, but he did it. And it's actually really cool. I've literally, it's actually beautiful. It's so cool. And then also the oven, like there's, I don't know what it is, but the door like pulls out and then like the slides, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know how there's like the racks in the oven? Mm-hmm. They like fold out and stuff. Like it's a whole thing. And then also the fridge. Yes. Also the fridge, there's the shelves in the fridge, and you can actually like pull them out.
Pull the whole thing out.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I'm
trying to explain it. It's kind of hard.
No, it's hard to explain, but I've seen commercials.
But it's so cool.
Where like the produce drawers literally like lift out. Like you can pull the whole thing out. And you can like rinse all the produce in the drawer, like in the sink.
Well, while
it's in the drawer, and then you just put it right back in the fridge.
Well, that's why it was used, because I guess that's what I was trying to explain, because you can literally pull out like the shelf thingies.
Yeah, which you technically so weird.
can. You have to like get a visual to kind of understand this.
Because modern fridges, you can technically pull out the drawers. But it's literally just like a box. Like a plastic box.
It's literally like the most simplest thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's not.
You just have to look it up.
We need to bring this back into our fridges and stuff.
I'm telling you.
The crap that we get now when it comes to major appliances is
nothing.
Crap. It's bullshit.
And I'm telling you, and that's why... Sorry. You're good. And that's why I feel like if I could pick a decade to go to, I feel like it would be the 50s. Because when it comes to cars, when it comes to houses, when it comes to appliances, like literally all of it, we were being innovative and smart and practical. Right, and we were coming up with this stuff ourselves and creating it here. Whereas now, a lot of stuff is just imported from just other countries. And it's just so basic. It's not honestly very smart technology. Like, they were
really
way smarter and practical with how they created things.
I don't know what the deal is now, quite frankly.
It's because we don't create stuff here anymore. We don't have factories. We don't build our own stuff. We just bring it in from other places.
Well, we do have that stuff. It's probably just, like, more expensive.
It's just like, it's not the same.
It's no. I 100% agree. I'm not saying like entirely that it's gone, but like you're right. It is not the same. Absolutely is not the same.
And then even when it comes to like, I mean, maybe I'm a nerd for this or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know how many people can relate to this at this point in time.
Right.
But I love entertainment from all different decades.
Okay.
I love the music, the movies, and I just feel like, and like the clothes, the makeup, the hair, like literally everything about like around the 50s decade.
Yeah.
I just love everything about it. Like, I just love old movies and shows and music. Too. And there's just something about that time.
There's something about
that's just, it's like raw talent. Because I have to say, not to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're fine.
We're talking about a time before computers.
Yeah. Any form of technology whatsoever. Well,
so in order to nail down like talent, it was way different. So a lot of the talent, it was real, it was raw, so it was like the best of the best. Mm-hmm. Whereas now, like, everybody's talented. Everybody has something to offer. Yeah. But it's like,
it's just a different form of showing talent.
The pool is so much bigger now because we have the internet and like smartphones,
which is something we did not have then.
Which I'm not hating on, because in many ways we have discovered a lot of different types of talents because of it.
Of course.
But because we didn't have this stuff at that time, I feel like there was just a different level of authenticity when it came to talent.
But also, there's something about a Judy Garland, honey. Frank Sinatra.
Can I tell you?
Like, listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Also, we need to watch that movie. What was the movie you were telling me about today?
So, when this episode releases,
it'll be before Easter.
It's going to be after.
Yes, of course.
It's going to be after Easter.
Yeah.
But we tend to record a little bit ahead of time just to kind of get ahead of the ball a bit.
Yeah.
So at this point, when we are recording, Easter is this weekend.
Yes. It will.
By the time we release it, it's going to be like a week after.
Yes.
But I was telling Caleb, there's a movie that I want him to watch on Easter that is, some of you may know it. I'm sure a lot of you probably don't.
It's okay.
I'm honestly, I'm a history nerd.
Oh yeah, she is.
So I know all my stuff when it comes to like decades and entertainment and stuff.
Right.
But there's a movie called Easter Parade. So I told
Judy
Caleb,
Garland and
we have to watch it because it's Easter, you know.
Yeah.
Easter Parade. And yeah, it is. No, not Frank Sinatra.
Oh, it's not Frank.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Fred Astaire.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Sorry.
Their names are honestly pretty similar.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
it's my bad.
Fair.
Sorry.
It's fair. Their names are very similar. But no, it's Judy Garland and Fred Astaire.
Yeah. The dancer.
Yeah.
If you know anything about you guys.
Probably the best dancer.
The best f***ing dancer.
At least like the best white dancer of all time. Because I gotta tell you, if you want to talk about history, there are other ethnicities that just nailed it.
Yes, and they don't even compare.
Amazing dancers.
Don't compare, honey.
But when it comes to white American dancers, Fred Astaire.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Seriously.
Beautiful.
Like top.
So, Easter Parade.
Yeah, so it's called Easter Parade.
We should watch it.
Yeah, we gotta watch it.
You know what I just realized? This episode's gonna air the day before my birthday.
Hey!
The day before my birthday.
Your birthday's Thursday, and
my birthday's a
Thursday.
We release on Wednesdays. Yeah.
That's so cool. And how old are you gonna be, Caleb?
Your boy's gonna be 27, and I feel old as even though y'all be like, oh my god, he's not old.
Listen. I just had a birthday.
She did.
A few weeks ago, and I'm now officially 30. So that's a whole thing.
Has that been weird for you? We need to get back into my like decades discussion, but let's talk about this first.
Yeah, we have to get back to that because I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh yeah, go ahead. But yeah, how has 30 been?
But in all honesty, like I don't like
feel
literally. I could literally be 18 years old for all I know.
Right.
I don't feel any different. Like obviously, like we grow and we mature as time goes on.
But let me just say
this. But as far as I feel,
excuse me, sorry.
I don't feel that old. Yeah. I really
don't.
Right.
Well, I just did it. I just asked you
just to be funny,
stereotypical
like,
kind of question, like, oh my god, what does it feel like when you're 30 years old? Blah, blah, blah. But let's be real though. Like, I feel like people do this. It's like you turn 18, which is like the legal adult here in the state of America. Like in the state of America. Not the state of America. Like, if you are a U.S. resident, you are legally adult by the age of 18, right? Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So,
but you can't drink until.
But you can't drink and you can't do all these things.
It's stupid. But anyway, whatever.
But that's a whole other topic. But basically, it's this stereotypical thing, like, oh my god, what does it feel like to be 18? What does it feel like to be 21?
It's like,
what does it feel like to be 30?
Honestly, it feels, at least at this point in my life, it feels the same.
Right.
I don't feel any different.
The fact that I ask you that question, honestly, is so stupid.
It's cliche.
It's super cliche. And I personally, like, don't, like, that kind of stuff is just like, oh my god, it's stupid.
You're about to turn 27. I don't feel like any different.
You could be 80 and feel like you're 18. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
It's just like, that's just how it is for me. But going back to, right. Yeah. Yeah. We're going back to our discussion.
So Caleb,
for me, I've been thinking about, it's kind of weird that I mean,
I would gladly visit any decade. So no matter what 100%. You say, I'm going to be on board.
Oh, 100%. I feel like I'm the same way. I really feel like it'd be interesting to visit every decade, quite frankly. But
I love every decade like, for different reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for me personally, you guys, I kind of want to be... Okay. The 70s... Honestly,
I felt like you were going to say that.
The 70s feels like a good time.
I literally thought you were going to say that.
The 70s, yeah. But the thing is, can I just say this? The fashion in the 70s was quite frightening. It was actually scary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you right now, with like, listen, like if you want to bump on James Honey. It depends
on what we're talking about because there's different niches.
If you guys like the fashion of the 70s, good for you. Like love you for it.
Like the big bell bottoms.
The big bell bottoms.
The belly shirts.
The like button downs that like are not even fully buttoned, and then you see like the greasy hairy like chest with the gold collars. Chain. Yes, the exaggerated like hate it. Also the hair.
And the colors. Sorry. Wait, can we talk about the colors for a second?
All the colors look
it's like
puke.
pea.
You said pee and I said puke. It's literally like pee, puke, poop, like all like
it's all these like muted
it's all these like bodily fluids that come out of our bodies.
Like or like bodily was that like brown, green, yellow,
orange, tan.
Yeah.
Like just these horrible colors. Like I have to say, when it comes to like fashion, hairstyles, interior design, the 70s was quite frankly horrible. But
there are different aspects.
It is. And I feel like there was just this energy with that decade that like I truly feel so connected to. Like, it's just, I don't know. Also, that's just me.
If anybody has watched that 70s show, I feel like you can kind of have a different connection with that decade as well.
Which I actually do love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's many reasons why I would also like to go to the 70s. Like, our parents were born in the early 70s. So that was like their childhood. So it's very nostalgic for our parents.
Oh, yeah.
And
they literally were born in that decade. At least my parents were. Yours were too, right?
Mine was too. Yeah. And then, you know, like, if you're familiar with that 70s show, I love that show. Just the whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
And just,
iconic.
I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff about it. Like, in the music, like, I'm not hating. Like, I would literally travel.
No. 100%. I really do believe that would be the decade that I go to.
Yeah.
I think it would be the 70s.
So,
also, I'm down for the 80s.
Okay. So these are like kind of closer decades, and I'm definitely down to go to any of them.
Yeah.
But could we like go even further back for a second?
Sure. That's fine.
Like before, like I would say another sweet spot would maybe be like either the 20s or 30s. Because it's after, can I just say, it's after the Great Depression, like after the Great Depression.
It's before.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
When was that?
No. So the Great Depression started in the 30s, 1930s.
Oh, okay, so that's
Roosevelt.
my bad, okay.
No, you're fine.
So before that.
So like Great Gatsby kind of era.
Before the Great Depression, before the, like, World War II.
Yes.
Like the Roaring 20s.
Yes, that's what it is. The Roaring 20s.
I would hands down go back to that
100%.
time. And I love like the jazz.
Even though it crashed and there was a whole shit show regarding that.
No, but like the jazz music.
Mm-hmm. And then like the dresses that the woman wore when they would like shake. Yeah. Like, they would do like, they had like the frill.
They're called,
and then they had like, yes.
They're
and
called
they had
flappers.
And then they had the feathers in their hair and they were stunning.
The flappers.
Oh, that could have been a good time.
And like, do you remember when we watched Some Like It Hot?
Oh, yes!
I don't know if anybody else has seen that movie.
Oh, my gosh.
But it was during the Prohibition, the 20s, during that time.
Yes, and there was, and also, to top it all off, there was a Broadway show that I saw last year, actually.
You saw it on Broadway?
Well, actually, I saw the rehearsal of it, because I got, like, a special, like slide in, and I could watch it.
Right.
But, yeah, so it was good. And apparently they won. Story. They won. The show actually won Emmys. Is that what they won?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of tipsy right now. I'm so sorry. But it was good.
But okay, if anybody.
But the movie was flawless.
It's Marilyn Monroe.
Queen.
Right. Ultimate
beauty.
And that's a whole other topic we could get into at some point.
We could really get into that.
We go into like not to be like conspiracy theory or whatever.
Oh, totally conspiracy.
But like we could get into Marilyn Monroe, Princess Diana.
Oof! Don't even get me started with that.
No, we have to save that for a whole other time.
We do,
because we could fill up a whole episode on that. maybe the next episode.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down.
But
yeah.
So, but no, I would definitely go back to the 20s. I love that music, the jazz.
The fashion was also incredible. Interior design.
Like, all of it. It's just...
Honey. Woo! Amazing. And they partied and lived their life, and then they crashed.
But yeah, I mean, they technically... It was technically illegal, so there's that whole thing.
That's the whole thing we can talk about. But it still seemed fun. It seemed like a good time.
Like, it was literally called the Roaring 20s.
It was the Roaring 20s, honey. I mean, like, and also, like, that Great Gatsby show. Oof. Not the show, the movie.
The movie, yeah.
But that's kind of where, like...
But, like, it's an old story. Like, the book, like, when was it written? Like, the 30s, 40s?
Yeah.
It's an old, like, American classic story.
Absolutely.
But...
Yeah. We were going to go into our little, like, quote-unquote break. We do, like, a trivia segment kind of thing, but like
yeah, we're definitely going to mix it up
previously, I think it was our previous episode, I'm not entirely sure. But we
mentioned.
We did talk about how we wanted to just kind of switch it up a little bit, and this is it. So, we actually wanted to, how do I explain this
So
entirely?
We came up with a list.
Yes, we did.
Of TV shows that we each like. 6 shows in total.
Like, if we had... Like, let's say this. If we were on a stranded island.
Right, exactly.
And we had, like...
Like, we could only pick 3 shows out of these 6. You pick...
Which ones...
Which 3 would you pick, and what 3 would you trash? Yes.
Right. Okay,
so... can we just read through the whole list?
So, we were originally going to do... freaking 10, but like I feel like it was gonna be too crazy. So we narrowed it down to 6 TV shows.
Okay, yeah.
6 TV shows. So the 6 TV shows. The first one is Search Party on Max. If you've not watched it, please watch it. It's actually freaking phenomenal. It's hilarious. It's a good time. The second one is Big Little Lies.
Okay, which is also HBO.
Which is actually also Max, yeah. That's actually a great show. I feel like that show is more popular compared to Search Party. But anyway.
It's totally different.
It is a different vibe for sure. But the third show. Sorry, guys. Third show is Stranger Things.
Ooh.
The fourth one is The White Lotus. And fifth is Friends.
Ooh, that's tough.
Ooh, girl. I mean, we love Friends. I mean, you all know we do.
Yeah.
But the sixth one is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
She's a
crazy ex-girlfriend. Crazy ex-girlfriend.
Like,
she's
y'all.
so broken inside.
If y'all have not watched these, highly recommend.
These 6 that we have listed are phenomenal
both love
shows.
All of these shows.
I keep trying, like, my body wants to say episodes for some reason, and I don't know why.
Like, literally, all 6 of these shows that we listed, we love all of them.
They are good shows. Well written, and amazing shows.
And now we have to pick 3 to trash and 3 to keep.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
You're gonna go first, yeah. I need a minute to, like, mentally process and try to get through this moment, because this is gonna be hard for me, personally.
So, at least for me, personally, I have to keep Search Party.
Okay, yeah.
Because I personally
love Search Party.
Really like that show.
I like all these shows.
I can watch it so many times.
It's great.
And you notice different things each time. I love all the characters.
And the episodes are shorter, so it's easy to kind of just go through.
It's easy to binge because they're not crazy long episodes. So you can just jump, you know, from each one. So I think I have to keep Search Party.
Okay.
The next one is Big Little Lies. Honestly, I love that show. Okay. But I'm speaking for myself because it's my turn.
Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to burp out this episode.
I think I might actually throw that one out.
Okay.
When it comes to all of these shows, I love it. It's a good show.
It's a good show.
But it's not the kind of show that I can just binge
lot.
all the time. Because it's heavy.
It is heavy.
It's really heavy.
If our audience knows this show, Big Little Lies, it is a deep show. It's a lot. And the episodes are like super fucking long. So I do understand if you do cancel Big Little Lies.
I'm going to throw out Big Little Lies.
Okay.
If I'm on an island.
Yeah.
The next one is Stranger Things.
Ooh, it's okay if you say no. I personally love this show so much, but
this is so hard.
It's hard. We picked some good shows, y'all. We picked some good shows.
I feel like I want to keep it.
Okay, keep it, girl.
Borderline.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I'm struggling because if I keep Stranger Things, it means that I have to bump out something else that I really like.
Okay, are you mentally prepared for that?
It's hard. It's hard.
She is literally like closing her eyes and squeezing her fists, guys. She is really struggling with this decision.
It's so hard because if I'm just going to be honest with you right now because I kind of feel like I know where this is going. If I keep Stranger Things, it means that I'm going to have to trash Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Which I love.
Yeah, I mean, I do too.
It's a phenomenal show.
It's such a good show.
It's groundbreaking in many ways, like the music and
the way it's filmed.
Basically, like where I'm at, I'm currently at the place where I have to choose between Stranger Things and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Damn. Okay.
But I feel like I have to keep Stranger Things.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
This is you. I'm because
I love Crazy Ex.
I do too. So
I feel so bad trashing it. But I literally...
She's the crazy-ass girlfriend.
Yep. Do.
Crazy-ass girlfriend.
But literally, I feel like those are, like, she's at least so for me,
inside.
I have to choose between Stranger Things and Crazy Ex. And
girl, whatever you choose, I 100%
when it comes to, like,
support
if
you.
I'm on if I'm on a stranded island and these are my only options, I feel like I'm gonna pick Stranger Things.
Okay.
I really
there we
do.
go.
I really do.
So we're keeping Search Party.
Even though I love that show. So
Cutting out Big Little Lies.
So far I'm going to keep Search Party and Stranger Things.
Okay.
I'm going to cut Big Little Lies.
Okay.
The next one and I know you're probably going to disagree with me, right? Because you have your picks too.
Yes,
you're going to have your turn.
I haven't done mine yet, so.
But I'm going to cut White Lotus.
Okay. We've talked about that show.
It's so
and
fair.
I 100%
Even though
understand why
it's
you
enjoyable,
would pick it.
but with my options, I feel like I have to cut it.
Okay.
Because the other one after that is Friends, and right. I just can't. I cannot bring
Girl,
myself.
you cannot lose Friends, honey.
Right.
No. I understand that.
That brings me to my conclusion. So out of these 6, I would keep Search Party, Stranger Things, and Friends.
Okay.
And I would cut...
Search Party, Stranger Things, and Friends.
Yeah. And I would cut out Big Little Lies, The White Lotus, and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which I feel so bad to say because I love that show.
I do too, but it's okay.
With these options, it's hard.
Yes. All right, so
what's...
my
like,
turn?
what would you think?
Turn? So, okay. I just want to say before I make any decisions, I want you and our audience to understand I love all these shows.
They're all good.
They're literally all
they're solid
incredible.
shows. And that's why it's hard. This is
hard,
a hard
but
game.
I purposely wanted to make this hard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it brings, I don't know. Like, yeah, I feel like it would bring it.
It's more fun when it's hard because it's like you have to make a decision.
I don't want to make this easy. Like, I don't want to be
right.
like, oh, I'm going to pick like a show. Like, I'm not even going to name one because whatever. but.
Yeah.
This is okay. So, Search Party. Hold on, let me look at this list real quick.
I know. So here's the thing. I know that you really like White Lotus, probably more than me. So would you trash Search Party for White Lotus? Or
I honestly probably will.
Would you?
The way the books are, because The White Lotus is originally a book series, right?
And I didn't even know that.
Right,
I haven't read that. It is.
I am so obsessed with The White Lotus books-wise. It's a murder mystery. If y'all have not watched it, watch it.
It's wild.
It is insane. But...
And each season is
it's totally different. It is, but it all associates with the White Lotus because White Lotus is like a resort,
right? And
it's like a commercial kind of situation.
Right.
But anyway,
yeah,
that's not a part of the topic. But I honestly might cancel out Search Party for White Lotus.
That's kind of what I was thinking for you.
Yes, I had a feeling you were like, because I
just know that you. I feel like
I'm obsessed.
And I'm not gonna say that I hate White Lotus, but I like Search Party more.
Yeah, so I do too. But I need to understand. Like, even though I'm picking my options with these 6, I need to understand. Like, tough. It is tough. I love all these shows. Excuse me, my audience. I need to understand. I love this. Like, I love every single one of these shows. But if I'm having to pick,
right,
I would have to cut out Search Party and have The White Lotus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I get that for you.
But I'm going to say this also. And this might shock you, Tori. This might shock you.
Okay.
But I am going to cut Friends. I'm cutting Friends.
You're cutting Friends.
I'm cutting Friends because the reason why I'm cutting Friends.
It's tough. It's a tough decision.
This is the reason I'm cutting Friends.
I couldn't bring myself to it, but I respect that.
I'm cutting Friends because I know this show inside and out.
What show?
Friends. That show.
Like, you don't necessarily
such a that show is so...
Like, you know it so well that you don't feel like you have to hold on to it.
That, like, if I'm going to be on, like, a stranded island...
Yeah.
I can go back to that show and I can think about my Matthew Perry and my Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
And remember the good moments of that show and
it's going to be in your mind.
The fact that Friends was a very important part of my life. Mm-hmm. And not be able to watch another episode and be mentally okay with that. Yeah. So I'm going to cut Friends and take Stranger Things.
Okay.
Because I just... Stranger Things... is just truly one of the most brilliant shows that I've ever seen in my life, quite frankly. I mean, I remember the day I came to visit you.
I introduced
that one time,
it to you.
And you introduced me that show, and we watched literally half of it at your place. And we went to the beach. Remember that? We went to the beach and we watched the rest of it there. Yeah. Do you understand? That show is so amazing. And I was so spooked and, like I was so scared that I went to bed that night and I was like, oh my God, there's, like, a freaking monster gonna come through the wall. Or, like, it was literally just, like...
a Demogorgon.
But, like, the reason why I'm saying all this is because it affected me so much entertaining-wise. Yeah. That, I mean, and the writing is just so freaking brilliant in this show.
Like, you cannot trash, and that's what I'm saying. I could not let that one go. So well
written, and just it's so good. The story is so good. So we're cutting out.
So you are keeping.
Yes, go ahead.
White
Stranger
Lotus.
Things, White Lotus,
and you trashed Search Party.
Yes, so
and you trashed Friends.
Yes.
So the next. So you're gonna keep Crazy Ex.
Nope. Y'all should see her face right now. I am actually trashing Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
For what?
Big Little Lies.
Really?
Guys, I need you to understand.
Damn.
I am obsessed with Reese Witherspoon and her writing.
I mean, they have a really good cast.
It is such a... Guys! Zoe Kravitz, Reese Witherspoon.
It was a hard decision for me.
Nicole Kidman, Lauren Dern, brilliant.
Yeah.
In
literally, my decisions, it's kind of null and void because these are all good shows. So
fall on the floor, pass out, obsessed with the cast of Big Little Lies.
It's
and
solid.
It's so well written.
It is.
It is such a good show.
It is very good. I felt bad turning that down, but it's
I love
we
guys.
have
I need
the
to understand.
options.
I love Crazy Ex-Girlfriends. I do. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I love the musical.
I kind of wish one of us would have picked it. I was hoping
it's too late now, honey.
I was hoping that at least you would pick Crazy Ex.
I know we have because 6 shows and we had to pick 3.
And you haven't even watched it all yet.
I know.
So you might even change your opinion.
I might change my opinion, guys.
After you've watched it all.
But as of right now,
yeah.
I do prefer Big Little Lies just because...
And I can respect that. I understand.
It's a good show. Brilliant. And the way it's filmed, the acting, the writing, just everything about it is just
it's a good show.
So damn good. So good.
So you are going to pick, what's your final picks? If you were on a stranded island, what shows... So you would have...
Big Little Lies.
Okay.
Stranger Things. And The White Lotus.
Very interesting.
Those would be my shows.
Can I just say, for you,
yeah,
it's interesting because none of those are comedies.
No.
None of them are.
I mean, I love a comedy, but I do prefer, mystery, action, intense,
And maybe it's because you're a guy and I'm a girl. At the end of the day, I'm just saying, I need some lighthearted comedy. So I had to keep Friends.
Right.
I
I get that, but at the same time, Friends is so
we just know it so well. I understand that.
Crazy. Yeah, but it holds such a. There's just a deep feeling of Friends I hold dearly to my heart. And I know the show, at least I think I know the show, fairly well.
Yes.
And I am very content with, like, the fact
just
that I can
knowing
keep those memories, those beautiful memories.
Like, you don't have to have it.
No, I don't have to have it. But, like, I watched that show throughout my whole entire teenage years, and it was just very close to me, and I love it, and I can always remember it, and I feel like I don't need it to continue on this island.
Right.
You know? So that's just...
I can respect that. Yeah. It makes sense. I get that.
So, we're going to actually change the subject a little bit.
Okay.
Honey, we have talked about this.
Yes.
There is this thing about... Okay, how do I even get into this?
It's a whole thing, bro.
It's a whole freaking thing.
Some people may be triggered by this, because I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Because we've discussed it.
It bothers me, quite frankly.
It's borderline a pet peeve for both of us, I feel like. Because we love animals.
Yes.
We love pets. We've had dogs. We've both had cats.
Pouring some wine.
We've both had, both cats and dogs as pets.
Yeah.
So I feel like both of us can connect with this. Mm-hmm. But some of you may not be aware of what this is.
I personally
it's a TikTok thing at this point, and they've coined the term.
Yes.
And it is called the cat distribution system.
Yes.
And it's basically when a cat, stumbles upon you in random, if you're driving, if you're on the road, if you're walking in the woods.
I love how you said stumbles upon you.
Yeah, that's how it works. Typically,
much.
A cat, like you stumble upon a cat and you take it upon yourself to take the cat as your pet.
Right.
And that's literally what it is. It's called the cat distribution system because cats like to explore.
Yes.
They wander, They are independent animals. They're not pack animals.
Right.
So they explore. So naturally, when you are in different places, you're probably going to come across a cat.
Right.
But my problem with it is just because you see a cat doesn't mean that it doesn't have a home.
Right. 100%. Like, I don't know. You have a story actually about this. Was it with your neighbor?
Yeah.
Go ahead and share that actually. Go ahead and share it.
So a while ago when...
Just to give an example of like what we're talking about. Yeah.
When we were living in Raleigh, kind of close to NC State, so there's like a lot of college kids kind of area, And our neighbor... And see, here's the thing about cats is they're not always happy just being inside.
Oh, yeah, right.
They like to explore
Sure.
and stuff. So we had some neighbors who had a cat that was, like an indoor and outdoor animal.
Right.
So she lived inside, but they would let her out as well sometimes because she liked to explore. Like, she's a cat.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they like. And she would always come back because the thing about cats is if you feed them, people always come back to where they know the food is.
It's true. It's very true.
So they weren't, worried about that. They would put food out and their cat always came back. And so basically I witnessed we were living in a cul-de-sac. Mm-hmm. And our neighbor's cat was out this one day.
This is where your parents they still live, right? This is
No. This is where me and Kyle lived.
Oh, okay.
Me and my husband, we had a roommate in Raleigh.
When you were living in Raleigh area.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
But this one time, we were I think we were just pulling up to the house. We had been out. We were about to go inside, and there were some college kids outside, and their cat just happened to be outside, and they saw her. And they just automatically assumed, for some reason, oh, this cat needs a home.
Right. It's yes.
Like, everybody just automatically assumes if they see an animal outside. Like,
it's so weird how that is the case. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, no. Especially when it comes to cats.
Yes.
No. And we literally saw these kids, these college kids, interacting with the cat. And they literally almost took it. They literally were
What
about
happened?
to take the cat, and I saw it.
Right.
I saw this happening, and I was like, Kyle, Evan, who is our roommate, I was like, they are about to steal our neighbor's cat. Mm-hmm. We have to say something.
Right.
Because I know for a fact this cat is theirs. She has a home.
Yes.
She is their pet, and these people are about to take her.
It's not like the cat was starving or anything.
No, absolutely not.
Yep.
And they were about to steal our neighbor's cat.
Frankly.
Just because she's out and she's wandering around, they're like, oh, this cat needs a home. Let's take her. So I think Kyle went down there and he was like, hey, so just so you know, that cat belongs to our neighbor. Mm-hmm. Do not take her. So it was like this whole thing. And they were like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh. But it's like,
so
do you know how many times that happens though?
It happens all the time.
Where
all
people
the time
basically are stealing other people's cats, and they call it the cat distribution system. Just like, oh, this cat wandered up. Oh, so I should take it. It needs a home. Say, but it's like, cats are not like dogs.
No. It's a different, they think, and their lifestyles are completely different. And it goes to show, like, you guys don't know this, Tori and I have talked about this, but there are cats that come to my house and literally sleep on my outdoor furniture.
But you know they belong to your neighbor.
They're not my cats, and I know that, well, I know one specific cat belongs to my neighbor. But I don't look at these cats and be like, oh my god, they're just, I don't know, they're...
Right.
Like, they're homeless or whatever. No, I just...
Like,
whatever.
you understand, like, honestly, like, there are wild cats out there, but here's my thing. You can always tell. Yeah. And I'm just going to educate y'all.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
Freaking-lutely.
Just so you know, so that you know that you're not stealing somebody's cat. If it is a wild cat, they are actually going to be kind of afraid of you.
Yeah.
They're going to be skittish. If the cat comes up to you,
if it approaches
and
you,
they're like, loving and letting you, it means that they are used to humans.
Yes. Like,
which means
that cat.
Yeah,
we've talked about it.
Should tell you they probably belong to somebody.
That
and it's none of your business,
right,
to grab this animal.
Yeah.
It
is what it is, and
it's something that's, it's a passion to me because we always had we always had cats growing up.
And you want your pets to, like, have these happy lives. And with cats, it seems like in some crazy way, they just seem to be like
they're
moving to different
happy.
families. And
cats are not pack animals. They're independent and they like to roam around and hunt and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're going to cover some distance. But just because you see a cat doesn't mean...
Just leave them alone.
Just leave them alone.
Leave them alone. They are just friendly and they're exploring.
And it means they belong to somebody if they're friendly with you.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
End of story.
End of story. But yeah. We're actually going to stop here.
Yeah.
We're getting to that time. But just wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We're going to wrap that up here. If any of you are interested, please check out our store on Etsy by searching Uncork and Listen. The link will also be on our page, whether it's on Spotify, YouTube, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, again, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We do hope you'll join us next time.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.